Hey, what's up, YouTube? I just read that a Ugandan tabloid magazine has an article on the front page that is labeled Top 200 Homos. Now, in America, a tabloid magazine is something that we look at a grocery store checkout line and we laugh at because everything in it is completely made up. But in Uganda, where just a day before this article was published, the president of Uganda signed a law that would make being gay punishable with life in prison. Let me say that one more time. Being gay, being a lesbian, being transgendered can lead you to spending the rest of your life in a prison cell just for being who you are. And this article published the names of 200 Ugandans who, in my opinion, this could be their death sentence, because just a few years ago, a similar situation happened where a tabloid magazine published the names of out gay people, and one of the most prominent LGBT activists in Uganda was actually murdered because of this article. So 200 people are on this list, and this is like, it's just so freaking sad. It makes me angry that people can be like this. Some of the reasons behind such a surge of anti-gay hate in this country, there's actually a couple reasons for this. One is that there's been a lot of evangelical right-wing Christian groups that have been influencing a lot of the local populations, and has been influencing a lot of the politicians, where they'll spread this propaganda saying that gays are evil, they're pedophiles, they're child molesters, and that they need to be, persecuted. Another reason for such huge anti-gay hate within this country is because the government is actually using homosexuals as sort of a scapegoat for all their socioeconomic ills. It's a lot easier to blame another person for a problem than to actually fix the problem. And in this country, that's exactly what the president is doing. Uganda, which is one of the poorest countries in the world, it ranks at it's close to the bottom in the Human Development Index. About 38% or 40% of Ugandans make less than $1.25 a day, and their GDP is also one of the lowest in the world. It's very easy to blame a minority that probably makes up less than 1 to 2% of the population, and then just actually fix the problems, to actually, try to solve these issues, And that's what I really can't stand, is because if you watch, people being interviewed in this country, and I'm pretty sure not everyone in this country is like this, but the way people see these homosexuals, they make it seem that they're the reasons for all the problems in their country. And it's almost like how it was in Germany when the Nazis, started coming to power and started blaming the Jews for the Treaty of Versailles, and because their economy was in shambles. And that's exactly what's happening right now in Uganda. This could lead to a genocide where the government will just round them up and just kill them. This already starting to happen. They're already having mobs of people go out and kill and murder homosexuals, and they're having their rights stripped away, they're being thrown in prison. This bill can make them go to prison for the rest of their lives just for being who they are. And this is what needs to happen in America. There needs to be some sort of legislation that gets passed where we cut all economic ties to this country, and we freeze Ugandan government assets in this country until they lift these draconian laws off the books. There should be no reason for this kind of hate whatsoever. In closing, I think that everyone should be treated equally. You don't have to be subscribed to that kind of lifestyle, but you don't condemn and punish people because that's who they choose to be, or they're born that way. But that's a topic for a completely other video. And I think that what they're doing over there is extremely immoral, and it needs to stop immediately.